The 15-Point Plan is part of the Win, Make, Give podcast network.
Welcome to the 15-Point Plan. Chad Himes here, joined by the antagonistic Jillene Snell. Jillene, welcome to today's episode.
Thanks for having me. I feel a little antagonistic today
Okay,
for
because
some reason or another.
There is going to be some antagonizing going on during this episode.
Yes, be prepared.
Yes, folks,
Strap in.
I've told you through all of the episodes, Jillene and I do not necessarily agree on everything. We do agree on the power of the 15-Point Plan. We
Absolutely.
do agree.
There's no
that,
disagreement there.
right? You want to up your energy levels. You want to be happier. You want to be healthier. You should be following the 15-Point Plan. We don't necessarily agree about everything along the way. And we are now into the nutrition section as we've been going deeper on each of the 15 points. And boy, last week when we were talking about what we were going to record on our next session, it almost came to blows. Dave almost had to jump into the middle of the podcast studio to stop Jillene and I from coming to blows.
Yes,
on this
good thing
one.
there's a vintage dinosaur in between the two of us.
That's
to
right.
Protect. Yeah.
It would have slowed us down, dodging him. Don't sit on the dinosaur. Jillene, we are going to talk and debate on this episode
Yes.
about the concept of cheat meals.
Cheat meals, cheat day, whatever you want to call it. You're cheating on your diet or your healthy eating plan. That's what we're going to talk about today.
Okay. And before we get into this, I'm defending yes.
So we're calling this, is it a go or a no? And
It's a go.
Chad's a go.
100%.
I'm a no.
Okay. But folks, I guarantee you, I will say a lot less than Jillene on this episode, and I will win. That's right. Stay around till the end where you hear that I have won this
Well,
one.
let's just find out what the audience thinks after they listen to the debate.
Of course. And we're going to ask you, come into Facebook, facebook.com/group/WinMakeGive, where we are part of the Win, Make, Give network. Join that Facebook group, find the post about this episode, and let us know.
Okay.
Go or no.
Go or
when
no.
it comes
Let us know what you think.
to cheating. But folks, if you don't agree with me, you're wrong. You'll see by the end of this. Jillene, talk to
Audience
us about
Chad.
this popular belief theory of cheat meals.
So let's talk about, popular belief behind cheat meals, cheat days, which are regularly scheduled meals that include indulgent foods that you wouldn't ordinarily allow in your eating routines. That could be once a week. It could be every other day, whatever that looks like to some people. A cheat day or meal is when we allow ourselves to consume any foods that we want, maybe over an entire day or for an entire meal. But as complete abstinence is impossible for most people, it also provides a reward for sticking to a nutrition plan over the rest of the week.
I'm already winning.
Now I want to ask you, Chad,
Mhm.
what's your absolute favorite cheat meal or cheat day?
We don't have time in the 15 minutes of this podcast for me to list all
Give
of
me
them
just
for you.
one.
Pizza.
Pizza's so good, yes.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, look, we're agreeing on something.
Yeah, well, you're just sucking up to my side of the argument on this. You've already given me the argument, and I've already won. But keep going. What's yours?
I would have to say it's my mom's food. It's like that creature comfort food. She makes like a really good rhubarb crisp, good borscht, homemade bread. Like, give me that combo and I'll have a cheat meal all day.
Okay.
For sure. But I'm going to call it something different. I'll tell you why later.
Okay.
So I want to just share a little bit of the theory behind cheat meals because there are some perceived benefits to it. Ironically, and not enough research is out to really prove the theory. So let's just go through it together.
Okay.
Supposedly, the theory behind a cheat day is that it can boost your metabolism by increasing these levels of leptin, which is a hormone responsible for sending hunger messages to the body.
Right.
And then when adding in a cheat day, it's supposed to trick your body into thinking that you're not on a restrictive diet at all. So then it's okay to burn through those fat stores because your body thinks you'll replenish them later with more food.
Yep.
Right? Follow me? Now, whether leptin production actually increases after a cheat day is still being studied.
Yes, it is.
Yep. However, overeating is thought to boost your body's metabolism by no more than 3 to 10% over the maximum of a day.
Yep.
So that's where we're at right now.
And I'll concede on this one. I'll throw the towel in on this one, Jillene.
Yep.
I don't believe, from my research on the cheat meal concept and the research I did this week to prepare for this battle, I did not find anything that proved it really changes your metabolism.
Yep.
I don't believe that that's truly a benefit. That's one of those quote unquote, they say because they want to feel
Absolutely.
better about themselves. So I'll throw the towel in on that point to you.
Okay. So if you've been following a strict diet for a long time, it might be that the glycogen stores in your muscles are rather limited.
Yep.
And this can lead to fatigue more quickly and hurt your workout performance. And a cheat meal or cheat day could help replenish those stores by increasing the number of calories and carbs consumed. And this could provide our bodies the energy that we need for like a strenuous workout. So, Chad, you're doing Spartan in a week or so from now. You might actually have what we're talking about, a cheat meal. Like you do pasta, right? Before
I'll
runs.
carb load the night
He's
before.
going to carb load the night before. And that actually is going to help with those glycogen stores. And yet, if we're going overboard on these things, it's going to set us back on our weight loss goals.
Okay. So I'll argue that last point you wanted to
Okay.
throw in right there. Okay. So
Set us back on weight loss goals.
Yeah, right. And here's the thing, and I had this conversation even with Nita last night and said, what were your thoughts on this? So we got into this conversation. And what she came from it was, well, if I have this cheat day thing, I put on like 5 pounds.
Yeah.
And that's a lie. Okay.
I'm pretty sure she weighed herself, Chad.
Oh, no. She weighed herself and she added 5 pounds on the scale, but she didn't put on 5 pounds. You see, because what happens is, yes, as we have these cheat meals, these cheat concepts, just like Jillene already said for us, she's winning my argument for me, that we increase our glycogen, okay? Glycogen actually attaches itself to the water molecules in your body, which means you're actually just bloated. Because if you think about it, 3,500 calories equals approximately 1 pound of fat. So to actually put on 5 pounds in a day, I'm not doing the math. You do the math. That's like 20,000 calories you have to intake to truly put on 5 pounds. So you're not adding anything. You're just putting yourself in a position that you're bloated, and over the next day or two, you'll flush it right out of your system. So Jillene, get to your side of the debate here. We like to keep these episodes at 15 minutes. We don't want to turn this into what could be a 3-hour battle royale between us. So Jillene, defend cheat meal, go or no, defend the no side.
Okay, well, I'm going to talk about this
No,
from a
you
different
lose.
perspective, Chad.
Okay,
No.
I'll let you try.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for giving me some time on air here. I look at it from a different perspective because we just talked about the calorie intake and what that represents for weight loss. There's also a psychological effect of having a cheat meal or cheat day because it often consists of overeating, there's this sense of guilt that can be experienced afterwards. Or we could think about when our next cheat day is instead of focusing on just healthy eating in general. I don't think that's healthy behavior, Chad, and I think it can lead to an eating disorder. So have you seen those visuals online where it shows an image of two bodies? One image has like all the junk food, the fried food, the burgers within the body, and the other has like the vegetables, the lean meats. Okay, well, there's like images, memes, whatever you want to call it out there. And it reminds me of the quote, "You are what you eat," right?
That I agree with.
And that is such a good visual of that. And it affects us psychologically because our worth becomes reflected by our food choices in part. And so if we choose something other than these healthy choices and we're breaking the rules, we are cheating. And that word cheat is what I have a problem with, Chad. It's not the indulgent itself, it's the word cheat. Because we're are technically implying that we're doing something bad. And as soon as we buy into that notion of something that is bad versus good, we are cheating versus achieving, then we place like a moral weight on our decisions surrounding food.
Okay, so
Does that make sense?
Jillene, basically what you're saying is, Chad, you're right. It should be go, so I win the debate.
No?
But
Hold
all
on.
you want is to change one word because you just think the word cheat makes it bad.
It depends on what your personal mission is. Is your personal mission weight loss? Is it to
No.
have a healthy identity?
Yes.
Is it to treat your body like a temple?
Okay.
Because if it is, it's a no.
Okay. Jillene, when was the last time you had a drink? I'm putting you on the spot on the
Like
air.
an alcoholic beverage?
Yes.
It was over Labor Day, so Sunday.
Okay, so recently.
Yes.
Okay, so you cheated. That's not treating your body like a temple, and that would not be on any weight loss program out there. You
And
cheated.
We don't
Just
call
say
it,
the answer.
No,
You
we don't
cheated.
call it cheat. What do we call it?
You call it we indulge.
A planned indulgent
Okay, folks.
choice.
Cheat days by a surprise. Ah, surprise. That's a mistake. Nobody has accidental cheat days. We don't fall into them. You know when your birthday's coming. You know you want to have pizza. You know that you're going to have cookies over the holiday. Heck, you know Halloween is around the corner and you are going to steal some of your kids' candy out of the dish when they're not looking. It's allowed, because the day you stop allowing yourself to do that and say no to the concept of the cheat, whether you want to call it an indulgence or a cheat, as soon as you say no, you are going to fall off the wagon and fall hard. Here's my tip when it comes to the cheat concept.
Should I interrupt you here since you interrupted me?
No, because we're
Okay.
running out of time and I had to make sure that we got to the right point. You always have way more content. Jillene prepares for these things like crazy, and she's got about 3 hours of content for a 15-minute podcast. It's what I love about this. Okay, here's the thing, folks. When you know you're going to have that pizza that night, when you know you're going to have that binge, that's not the day to not work out. That's the challenge. People say I'm going to have a cheat day, and they take the day off, put their feet up, and eat more calories than they possibly need. How about work out harder on that day? Because now your body's looking for the calories, and that pizza doesn't really mean anything because your body has burned it. Jillene, I'm going to give you as the lady the last word before I bring this podcast to the end. Yet I think it's pretty clear for anyone that's listening to Jillene, no matter how frustrated she looks across the room right now, you know that whether you call it cheat or you call it indulgence, it is a go, because you can't give it all up or you're in trouble.
Thank you, Chad, for giving me this time. And I'm a stoic over here across from Chad, so what he doesn't know is I can't be rocked. But your diet can be rocked, and your healthy plan and your psychological approach can be rocked if we take this to the extreme, right? If we indulge too much, we go too hard on that day, that can actually set us back with some of our goals and the identity of being healthy. And that's what I'm referring to all of the people who really want to improve their health versus just maintain. Go back and relook at how you're treating your cheat meals or cheat days. There's a couple little tips I have, Chad, and one is to reward yourself for doing something great, like an entire week of working out, let's say 30 minutes a day. And instead of rewarding yourself with food, maybe go buy like a new water bottle or buy a new outfit that you love and want to work out in, that you think you look good in, right? Like there's so many different options. And then for food, as we start training our bodies to love healthier food, cheating, as you call it, Chad, I call it indulgence.
Same thing.
Is something that could be on the healthier side. It doesn't have to be Reese's peanut butter cups, which I used to love. Like now I love dark chocolate covered coconut. That's like a ketogenic approved, dessert. And it's
I feel so badly for you that you're missing
and
that
it tastes
refrigerated
delicious.
peanut butter
I love
cup.
it.
Oh, it's so good.
I love it. I love it. And anyone can get there too. Here's the thing. If you want to maintain health, what is said in the research is that you want to eat healthy food 80% of the time and allow yourself that 20% wiggle room.
Wait a minute.
While
Say that again.
practicing portion control. But if you want to improve, Chad, not just maintain, you want to eat healthy foods, nutritious foods 90% of the time.
Okay.
And allow yourself that 10% wiggle room. But that doesn't always mean pizza and Reese's peanut butter cups. It could mean eating fruit.
That's not wiggle room.
Wiggle
room is not an apple.
Be. Or celebrating on the birthday or the wedding because you want to live life and be that friend who gets to enjoy the moment. And Chad,
Yes,
thank you for
Jillene.
giving me that time. I think if we recap, A lot of this is a psychological approach, but then if someone is really looking at weight loss, we want to look at how that cheat day might actually be setting us back.
Okay. So, folks, I said it at the beginning of the podcast. I'll say it at the end. Jillene will give me death stares across the room, shake her head back and forth, or just not make eye contact with me. She argued my case right at the end. She told you, even if you're focusing on improving your health, you should eat 90% of the time healthy and allow 10% wiggle room. She just wants to call it to indulge. It's called a cheat day or a cheat meal. And there you go. Now join us in the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/win-make-give. Find the post I'm going to be throwing up there about this episode and let us know, cheat meal, go or no? And we hope this episode has upped your energy and takes you to the next level.